Hi, I'm Alana Hammond. I have right in front of me the Yale Shakespeare and my little puppet googly eye friend, and I'm going to just be randomly turning to a page and reading from there. Okay, the tragedy of Othello footnotes. Not very exciting. Let's try again. Ooh, the tragedy of Troilus and Cressida, actual play. Very good. So we're going to start off with scene third. Enter Ulysses, Diomedes, Nestor, Agamemnon, Menelaus, and Calchas. Flourish. Now, princes, for the service I have done you, the advantage of the time prompts me aloud to call for recompense. Appear it to your mind that through the sight I bear in things to love, I have abandoned Troy, left my possession, incurred a traitor's name, exposed myself from certain and possessed conveniences to doubtful fortunes, sequestering from me all that time acquaintance, custom, and condition made tame and most familiar to my nature. And here, to do you service, and become as new into the world, strange, unacquainted, I do beseech you, as in a way of taste, to give me now a little benefit out of those many registered in promise, which, you say, live to become in my behalf. What wouldst thou of us, Troyan? Make demand. You have a Trojan prisoner called Antenor, yesterday took. Troy holds him very dear. Often have you, thanks therefore, desired my Cressid in right great exchange, whom Troy hath still denied. But this Antenor, I know, is such a rest in their affairs, that their negotiations all must slack, wanting his manage, and they will almost give us a prince of blood, a son of Priam, in change of him. Let him be sent, great princes, and he shall buy my daughter, and her presence shall quite strike of all service I have done in most accepted pain. Let Diomedes bear him, and bring us Cressid hither. Calchas shall have what he requests of us, good Diomed. Furnish you fairly for this interchange, with all which bring if Hector will tomorrow be answered in his challenge. Ajax is ready. This shall I undertake, and 'tis a burthen which I am proud to bear. Achilles stand to the entrance of his tent. Place it our general to pass strangely by him, as if he were forgot, and princes all. Lay negligent and loose regard upon him. I will come last. 'Tis like he'll question me why such unplausive eyes are bent, why turned on him. If so, I have derision medicinable to use between your strangeness and his pride, which his own will shall have desire to drink. It may do good. Pride hath no other glass to show itself but pride, for supple knees feed arrogance, and are the proud man's fees. We'll execute your purpose, and put on a form of strangeness as we pass along. So do each lord, and either greet him not, or else disdainfully, which shall shake him more than if we looked on. I'll lead the way. What? Comes the general to speak with me? You know my mind. I'll fight no more against Troy. What says Achilles? Would he aught with us? Would you, my lord, aught with the general? No. Nothing, my lord. The better. Exeunt Agamemnon and Nestor. Good day, good day. How do you? How do you? What, does the cuckold scorn me? How now, Patroclus? Good morning, Ajax. Ha! Good morrow. Aye, and good next day too. What mean these fellows? Know they not Achilles? They come by strangely. They were us to bend, to send their smiles before them to Achilles, to come as humbly as they'd us to creep to holy altars. What? Am I poor of late? 'Tis certain greatness, once fallen out with fortune, must fall out with men too. What the declined is, he shall as soon read in the eyes of others as feel in his own fall. For men, like butterflies, show not their mealy wings but to the summer, and not a man for being simply man hath any honor, but honor for those honors that are without, as place, riches, and favor. prizes of accident as oft as merit, which when they fall as being slippery standards, the love that leaned on them as slippery too. Doth one pluck from another, and together down the fall. But 'tis not so with me. Fortune and I are friends. I do enjoy an ample point all that I did possess, save these men's looks, which do, methinks, find out sometimes not worth in me such rich beholding as they have oft given. Here is Ulysses. I'll interrupt his reading. How now, Ulysses? Now, great Thetis' son. What are you reading? A strange fellow here writes me that man, how dearly ever parted, how much in having or without or in, cannot make boast to have that which he hath, nor feels not what he owes, but by reflection, as when his virtue shining upon others heat them, and they retort that heat again to the first giver. This is not strange, Ulysses. The beauty that is born here in the face that bearer knows not, but commends itself to others' eyes, not doth the eye itself, that most pure spirit of sense, behold itself. Not going from itself, but eye to eye, opposed salutes each other with each other's form. For speculation turns not to itself till it hath travelled and is married here. Where it may see itself, this is not strange at all. I do not strain at the position. It is familiar. But at the author's drift, who in his circumstance expressly proves that no man is the lord of anything, though in and of him there is much consistencing, that till he communicate his parts to others, nor doth he of himself know them from aught, till he behold them formed in the applause where they are extended, who, like an arch, reverberate to the voice again, or like a gate of steel, fronting the sun, receives and renders back his figure and his heat? I was much rapt in this, and apprehended here immediately the unknown Ajax. Heavens! What a man is there! A very horse that has he knows not what? Nature, what things there are most abject in regard and dear in use. What things again most dear in the esteem and poor in worth. Now, shall we see tomorrow an act that very chance doth throw upon him, Ajax renowned? Oh, heavens, what some men do, while some men leave to do. How some men creep in skittish Fortune's hall, while others play the idiots in her eyes. How one man eats into another's pride, while pride is feasting in his wantonness. To see these Grecian lords, why, even already they clap the lubber Ajax on the shoulder, as if his foot were on brave Hector's breast, and great Troy shrinking. I do believe it, for they passed by me as misers do by beggars, neither gave to me good word nor look. What, are my deeds forgot? Time hath my lord a wallet at his back, wherein he puts alms for oblivion, a great-sized monster of ingratitudes. Those scraps are good deeds past, which are devoured as fast as they are made, forgot as soon as done. Perseverance, my dear lord, keeps honor bright. To have done is to hang quite out of fashion, like a rusty mail, in monumental mockery. Take the instant away, for honor travels in a strait so narrow, where one but goes abreast. Keep then the path, for emulation hath 1,000 sons that one by one pursue. If you give way, or hedge aside from the direct forthright, like to the entered tide, they all rush by and leave you hindmost, or, like a gallant horse fallen in the first rank, lie there for pavement to the abject rear, or run and trampled on. Then what they do in present, though less than yours in past, may o'ertop yours, for time is like a fashionable host, that slightly shakes his parting guest by the hand, and with his arms outstretched as he would fly, grasps in the corner. The welcome ever smiles, and farewell goes out sighing. Oh, let not virtue seek remuneration for the thing it was, for beauty, wit, high birth, vigor of bone, desert in service, love, friendship, charity, are subjects all to envious and calumniating time. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin, that all with one consent praise new-born gods, though they are made and moulded of things past, and give to dust that is a little guilt, more laud than gilted or dusted. The present eye praises the present object. Then marvel not, thou great and complete man, that all the Greeks begin to worship Ajax. Sing things in motion, since things in motion sooner catch the eye than what not stirs, the cry went out on thee, and still it might, and yet it may again, if thou wouldst not entomb thyself alive, and case thy reputation in thy tent, whose glorious deeds, but in these fields of late, made emulous missions mongst the gods themselves, and drave great Mars to faction. Of this my privacy I have strong reasons. But, 'gainst your privacy, the reasons are more potent and heroical. 'Tis known, Achilles, that you are in love with one of Priam's daughters. Huh? Known? Huh? Is that a wonder? The Providence that's in a watchful state knows almost every grain of Pluto's gold, finds bottom in the uncomprehensive deeps, keeps place with thought, and almost like the gods, does thoughts unveil in their dumb cradles. There is a mystery, with whom relation durst never meddle in the soul of state, which hath an operation more divine than breath or pen can give expressure to. All the commerce that you have had with Troy as perfectly is ours as yours, my lord, and better would it fit Achilles much to throw down Hector than Polyxena. But it must grieve young Pyrrhus now at home, when fame shall in our islands sound her trump, and all the Greekish girls shall tripping sing. Great Hector's sister did Achilles win, but our great Ajax bravely beat down him. Farewell, my lord, I as your lover speak. The fool slides over the ice that you should break. You know what? I'm gonna exeunt with this guy right there, because that's not the end of the scene, but yeah, thank you so much.